like, share, and comment on the video this morning, and as well as like us on the Joshua Burney Morning Show page, so that way, you know what, I'm all off. I'm just all off. I'm all off this right now.
What do you mean?
I'm just off. I know why I'm off. Because this is stupid. This is stupid. This is stupid.
That's stupid. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm really trying to remain composed in this junk. I really am. But it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me.
Are you referring to the story?
So let me just say this. Let me say this, because if I don't say this, then I won't be able to do the show correctly. Is this immaturity? It could possibly be whatever. It's my freaking show. I can do what the heck that I want to do. So let me just say that. But so we just gonna skip ahead to the Planet Rock News segment for this moment, because if I don't get this out, then I just won't be able to do the show.
Okay.
I won't be able to do the show. Yeah, turn it around the other way. So I'm reading news stories, and I am, doing some research, and I come across a story, and if you guys have not heard, well, you remember sometime, actually, it was almost this time last year, maybe a couple of months, and I think it happened in the summer, or a little later than that, maybe the fall, whatever. It happened last year. Mm-hmm. But the story of Terrance Crutcher, who was pulled over and shot by the police officer, and he was killed. And, of course, there was the uproar about it, which is only rightfully so. And so I'm reading, and I'm looking in the news, that the jury found her not guilty of manslaughter. So she got off. What sense does that make? I apologize, it's just my hand hitting the Lily Monet bow ties. No disrespect to Lily Monet. It's just my hand hitting the table. But that doesn't make sense to me. As a human being, that just doesn't make sense to me. And it completely threw me off. Like, it's literally throwing me. You know how people be like, man, it's like in my spirit. It's literally like in my heart that it's throwing me off. Like, I'm really stunned by this, because it genuinely does not make sense. So if there's anyone out there who can make sense of this for me as to how, once again, this is once again. This is what popped to my mind as I was reading this, right? Popped to my mind. If I go outside, get in my car, start driving, and text, and I hit someone, then I'm literally convicted of manslaughter. You don't hear people getting off on that.
Right. I
can go outside and kill somebody because I'm texting and get manslaughter. But you're now telling me, this is what you're telling me, this is what society is telling me, that I can become a cop, get on the police force, go and kill someone on video, and nothing happened. What world does that, is this world. That's why that makes sense. That lets you know that this is of this world. That's why it does not make sense to me. It will make sense to the world. It does not make sense to me.
That don't make sense to me either.
So excuse my emotions or feelings pertaining to this. I think that if you are a reasonable human being who supposedly loves other human beings and cares for life and want to see others do well, then you should genuinely be bothered by this.
Okay.
And not only this situation, but situations that occur like this. And we haven't even touched on the fact that it's another black guy. I haven't even touched on that. And I'm not going to touch that. I'm not even going to. If you are a human being, you should feel some type of way about this.
Right.
That's point blank, period. You should just feel some type of way about this. That does not make any sense to me.
It don't make sense.
So again, my apologies for, being a little off. I felt like that prayer was weak. It just wasn't a truthful prayer. I was trying to not let things get in the way. Or, the thing about prayer is that you have to be honest within your prayer.
Right.
And it just wasn't an honest prayer. Based off of things like that. I understand that there's a bigger picture. Yes, people pass away, but that bothered me because it doesn't make any sense. So I just wanted to say that. That's stupid. I can go outside and I can kill some kids by texting and go to jail. But you can shoot someone on camera. Mind you, this is the crazy thing about this report. It said he was unarmed. Remember, that was the whole... They found no weapons. That was the whole reason...
His hands were up.
No. This is the whole reason why she said she shot him.
Why?
She said because when he got to the car, she felt as though he was reaching for a weapon. They didn't find one. This is after... She shot him after... They tased him. So mind you, he's getting tased and then he gets shot. Look, that's stupid, man. That is stupid. That is stupid. And then one of the attorneys was like, I was watching some videos and one of the attorneys was saying how it's a tragedy on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
How
is it a tragedy?
How is it a tragedy? Because a tragedy would mean that two extremely negative situations occurred, right? It didn't. If you know what I'm saying?
I can see if he pulled out a gun, shot her, then she shot him.
And then she shot him, right?
Or her partner shot him.
Or if she got beat up. If she got touched in any way.
But you tased him at that point, he can't do anything. And then you shot him.
I don't understand. Then he was like, well, as people, her life has to get back. You shot the man. You shot the man.
Right.
And killed him. And you get to go home.
Because of something she felt, not knowing what,
You know
he
how
didn't
many...
even reach for anything. His hands were up in the air.
You know how many things, we have feelings about? That we don't...
Excuse me, I'm trying to share this.
How many feelings that we have about things and wrong. So